Day-to-day stuff. What you're going to do to make this thing happen. You got a plan. You got a plan. If you get nothing else from this information I'm standing up here in front of you, plan. The plan isn't always going to be right, but as long as you have one, you're on the right track. Grow your knowledge. Grow your knowledge. Never stop learning. Ask questions. Go see people that are doing the things that you want to do. Keep that going, because if you stop moving, you're going to be run over. It's just that simple. The people behind you will come take you over and you're going to be lost. Build your network. You can't do this thing alone. I don't care what it is you're trying to do. You can't do it alone. Somebody else has done it before you. Very few things have not been invented. Figure out how they did it and make it better. But somebody else did something before you. The first man on the moon, okay, he was the first person to put his foot down there, but there were a lot of people around him that helped him get there. Be collaborative. Look out for people. Be willing to work with somebody. Don't just stand off in your corner, reading all your books and making your little plan, and you talk to only people that are helping you out. You got to give something back too. That goes back to the fidelity, that accountability, that give and take. All right. Establish consistency. That goes back to the first impression, that lasting impression. You're consistently what I need you to be when I need you to be it. Just that simple. If every time I give you something I get a different result, I can't rely on you. It's just too sometime. I need that consistency to get us to the next level. As you go forward, people are going to tell you, no, you can't do that. That it hasn't been done. Or we don't do it that way. Or I don't think you can do it. No. Don't listen to them. People told me that I wouldn't be an Army officer. People told me that I wouldn't amount to anything. My third grade teacher hated my brother, so she hated me. Third grade was a long time ago, but I still remember that, bro. Oh, my goodness. But I'm here. I've done everything that I set out to do, except become a pilot. But that wasn't what anybody else was doing, that was mine. Pilots shouldn't be motion sick. That's not a good thing for them. So I'm right here on the ground. I learned that, so what else am I going to do? Find something else and be good at it. Never stop improving. And all this hard work you got going on, you got to have a good time. You got to have a good time, because you got to create a balance in your life. Because if you're all work and no play, your network dies. Nobody wants to be around you. That dude is just, you want to have a good time and go laugh and joke, and it's like being a parent. The kids got to love you, but you also got to, get them legs every now and then so they know what's going on. So create that balance. Create that balance. All right. Here's the big one. Graduation day. Fifth year seniors. Well, not fifth year, but seniors. Let me see you again. All right. When y'all graduate?
May 10th at 3 p.m.
May 10th at 3 p.m. I got to put that on the calendar. Somebody said you don't know? May. You not sure? You know it sometime. The whole day. It's just good. Okay, cool. It's the whole day is yours. Congratulations. Get a job. That's the next step. Get a job. Get one fast, because your parents are tired of you. They love you, but get a job. Really, really, really fast. The economic future for engineers, it looks pretty good. I did some research. I looked around and said, how much do engineers really make? Once I saw that, I realized I should have studied a little bit harder. Education's a beautiful major, but this right here is a very, very, very beautiful number. Engineer 5, I'm not sure what an Engineer 5 is, but looking at salary.com is where I got this information from. And that's in the D.C. area. So it may shift a little bit depending on where you live. But $68,000 on the low end of a salary, that's not bad. You can make some money off of that. Well, obviously you're making money. You can live well off of that. You can live well off of that. But you got to spend some of that money on something. You got to eat. Everybody want to look fly. Do your thing. Them fresh Jordans get more expensive once you get that job, man. I'm telling you. You got to have fresh Jordans. You want Jordans or a place to live. So, in this order, food. For me, food's important. Got to eat. Got to eat. Clothes, got to be fresh. Shelter. Mom and dad might be like, come on, you can live in the basement for 6 months. Hey, look, it's 5 months, 29 days. What are you doing? But you've been spending all your money on art, so we'll see what's going to happen. Food. Simple. This is on average, $120 a month. How many people spend that in a week eating out? No? You're like, who is it? Look here. All right, see? No, you don't have to raise your hand. I appreciate your honesty. But this is groceries. And if you've never grocery shopped, when you walk down the aisle, I promise you, you go to the grocery store and it's like, well, why there's so many packs of cookies? If you like Oreos, you go to the cafeteria, they always got Oreos, so you just pick Oreos. Now you got Oreos, you got Ho-Hos, you got Hydrox. Well, why the Hydroxes, they look exactly like Oreos, but they like $1 more. Which one am I? You got to make decisions. So I've always been eating Oreos, so now you figure out, man, I'm broke. Man, I need to start eating some Hydrox or some giant brand. $112 a month. Your budget. Your budget is important. A budget, this is on the paper. This is one thing I want to make sure y'all understand. A budget is a plan. You got to have one. It's a plan for your money. It's a plan on where your money's going to go. Because if you don't have one, you're just going to spend. And you're going to look up and you're going to be like, yo, all the Ho-Hos are gone. Ain't got no money to buy no more. This is a basic, this is a rough estimate. And for those math wizards in here, $2,500 does not equal $63,000 a year, but this is just in case $63,000 dries up a little bit. Because if you're going anywhere in the federal government right now, it's a little tight. Johnson & Johnson, may own the jets. They're losing right now, so it might get a little tight. So be prepared. These are your typical bills. I showed this to a few of my friends, and they're like, yo, where do you get car insurance for $40? Hey, this is not an exact, this is definitely, I wish that, I can't say I wish this was mine, because the bottom line right here, $575 left over for rent, utilities, insurance, etc. Goes back to right here. Well, more importantly, that's etc. Right there, maybe. Typical bill. So you have an idea what it's going to cost you to live. And this is if you're living in the basement. Mom and dad are looking out for you. We'll say will for a little while. But if you don't get the 68 or the 125,